morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome back. We are back. It is Tuesday, start of the week for us this week. Had a great long weekend. Hope you guys did too. Great to have you back in here, and hopefully we have a great week ahead of us. What's up, everyone? How's it going? Let me start some music up. There we go. Yeah, I'm tired this morning. I'm tired. I feel like half the people in the chat's probably going to be hungover this morning. It's okay. It's all right. We'll make it through. Just drink your blue Powerade. It's the best solution I've got for you. My wife suggested that I keep this pink for a couple days because she liked it so much for the gender reveal day. So we're going to be pink for a few days. We'll give everybody a few minutes to come in. I'm sure nobody wants to get up this morning. Not a soul. Hey, Lance, what's up? Good morning. Good to see you. Yeah, we got some people trickling in now. I definitely did not want to get up this morning. Gainers list looks weak. Well, actually now we have a gainer. But it's just straight up, literally straight up on like 3 candles. So RBCN, yeah, it's at high of day, but it's on no volume. We can go ahead and flip over to screen share. Gotta fix something real quick. Oh, God. There we go. Rev and EVFM, okay. Rev and EVFM, what I'm eyeing currently. All right. I probably picked a bad day to say, let's get 50 people in here. Didn't even think about the fact that everybody's going to be sleeping in today. Whatever. We're here. I do this for 8 to 10 of you guys. I don't care. So EVFM. Okay. Yeah, that's still hanging around 90 to $1 range. The daily still very much set up. It's in this just, I just always call this a liquidity pattern, just because you have no action and then you have a lot of action bunched up. So no candle has closed under 92. Looks like maybe no, actually 90, because Friday closed at 90. So I mean, if it can stay over 90, yeah, gold miner, that 90 seems to have buyer for a few days. Yep, absolutely. Anytime it goes into the 80s, they aggressively buy it too. Like right here. Right here and right here. But yeah, every time it goes into the 80s, they really buy it. 90 seems to bounce off every single time. Did that really happen? Looks like 4 a.m. this morning, they got a little spike up to 110. But now it's back down. So EVFM Rev. NRSN is up a little bit in pre-market on one tap, it looks like, though, so no big deal. I pulled up ES yesterday at the Futures Open, and it was like 384 up here. And this is going to be delayed, but yeah, it went almost to 386. Everybody was just full of freedom here and, you know, beer and patriotism. But now, I guess maybe global markets started falling off. That's my guess. But early this morning, big landslide. So my guess would be global markets took a toll, whether it be Chinese or Europe or whatever at the open. Yeah, HTGM, you said it has a lot of foods on it, but it's being held up. I agree. It is being held up. It's very similar to EVFM, and it kind of had the same type of run. It ran from 50 to $1.30, held the 90-cent range. So it's kind of the same deal. Chart looks a little uglier. Daily looks a little better. So it actually closed strong. And the highest close on the daily that it's had. I'm going to be drinking a lot of Powerade this morning. I can already feel it. But, I mean, it's got room. It went to 135 the other day. Looks like there's resistance here in this zone from 120 to 125. Can't remember. Was there news that they just canceled an offering or something? No. Highlights potential clinical applications of the HTG transcriptome panel in bladder cancer. So it was cancer news. But that was back on June 29th. So all of our top gainers, besides this one that just got tapped up, are pennies under 50 or around 50 cents. That one's 65. What happened to TTMP on Friday? When this was when EVFM was running, this was kind of a sympathy-ish play to it. Their women's health / contraceptive type play, and it was around 70 some cents, and it looks like it sold all the way back off to 50. So my gosh. You guys remember when InBev was like really expensive? Yeah, this thing went to $10. But I can pull up a lot of charts that look like this. Look like a fantastic company. And then down in the dirt now. Can't believe it's 30 cents. So ENVP is the other one that ran, and it's actually had a strong end to the day Friday. So it ran with EVFM. It's a Plan B, I think. What's up, Steven? Good morning. CLVS worth watching? I agree. That daily, look at the daily breakout. So maybe today we'll have that below off top move, and then it'll finally sell back down. It was possessed on Friday. Absolutely possessed. Algo City right here. I'll be right back, guys. 1 second. All right. What did I miss? Oh, nothing. Of course. Of course. Let's bring a little volume up this morning. Let's wake up. Yeah, CLVS absolutely in play. I'd like to see a pullback to here, but I doubt we'll get it. Bernarki, what's up? Good morning. Yeah, we had a great day. Hope you did too. Hey Zeus, what's up? What was that? Lake Lanier? Bound? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Everybody's trickling in now. Yeah, we just had a pool day yesterday. It was fun. Did some burgers, hot dogs, sausages on the Blackstone. And then we had some other stuff, desserts. Drank some beer. It was a good time. It was a good time. And it wasn't too hot. It was hot, but it wasn't too hot. So the pool felt great. And then one of the neighbors in the neighborhood, I guess, they bought like $2,500 worth of fireworks. So literally all we had to do was go to the bottom of our driveway and look at a really good fireworks show, like comparable to a small town. So that was good. Noah got in the pool for a bit. We got this little floaty that we can put him down in, and it's got a little sunshade on it, so he was floating around. He enjoyed that. Anything else? Oh yeah, I need to turn my volume back up for my scanner. So I always turn the volume down for the scanners right into the intro, because 8 a.m. the scanner goes nuts, because all like the program candles and everything else coming through, and I don't want that like coming through on the intro, so I always turn that off. All right, so yeah, absolutely CLVS, EVFM, Red. I'm gonna change my watch list too. I think I'm about giving up on BOXD. That's one that I just keep watching day in and day out. And I'll pull it up here to show you guys. But it kept giving me that, early Redbox day feel. Or early Redbox run feel. You know, where Redbox had its first little run, pulled back, and then ended up going higher and higher and higher. But if this thing can hold like 175, it's got potential. It definitely has potential, and it's got my eye, and it keeps having my eye. But if it starts to fail like down here, I'm done. I'm not even going to watch it anymore. But I think this thing still has a lot of potential. It's 50 million float, so it's higher than Redbox was. But it just kind of has that feel to me. I don't understand what it is, but it just gives me that feeling like something's going to happen with this thing. And it may not. It may not, but that's why I keep it on my watch list. And speaking of Redbox, we are in full daily death. So, I mean, maybe it holds the 6 range, but it's looking real bad now. So I'm going to actually delete that. Indeed. We had our bounce stay on that. So NRSN. Rev over 550 right now. Let's look. Yeah, it could. Looks like it's going to.
APRN. DTIL.
Couple bids coming in. But yeah, it needs over 560. I don't know if I want to take a trade on this morning. But it's definitely setting up to go through highs. 560 being the high. Doing that while the market's cliff diving. I need to reach out to Powerade and just be like, yo, I have you on my stream every single day. Hook a brother up.
CNHI.
All right, let me keep going down that watch list as this thing's just bouncing around. So NRSN. Hold like the 310 level. Okay, I can remove that.
GOGL. AMP. Fro. Rev. GHSI.
Is this at Hive Day?
CS.
Sure did. Hey, Snacks, what's up? Good morning. Hey, push through Hive Day there, Lance. It was really too low a volume for me to just kind of gas, but it's perking up.
BCS.
See if you get your close over 560. That was like a textbook head and shoulder there, but it's surviving it. I'm afraid of this stock, like to hold it for more than a couple minutes, because I mean, they could T1 halt at any point and say, okay, we're gonna go bankrupt. We've decided to do this at blank shares. Like, it's kind of scary when there's one that's running on bankruptcy news. That's the one that was getting tapped up earlier. $20 per share acquisition target, maybe. Yeah, for real snacks. I had one back in the day. It was named Yoga, and it was gonna go delist. They had a delist day, and it was like a week away. And at the time, things were getting a delist bounce, so they would sell off to like 50, 60 cents. Run to like $2, and then it was done. So I took an overnight on it at 50 some cents, pretty heavy, because I was like, okay, this happens all the time. The next day, they delisted it. Opened at 10 cents OTC from 50. Got wrecked. Traded OTC for 2 days. They relisted it, ran to $1, and then delisted it again. I'm waiting for some class action suit to come through on that one, on my front doorstep, because that was bullshit. That was one of the biggest bullshit things I've been in is, delist, 2 days later, relist, and then delist again. Even when there was a specific date it was supposed to delist. Hey, Discipline, what's up? Didn't see my bad. Nope, I'm here. I don't know why it didn't show up. I feel like I'm chugging this Powerade this morning, but I feel so dehydrated. And I didn't drink that much. I was just out in the sun all day yesterday, too. So this thing's pushing through 15. Yeah. Got my free DraftKings advertisement, too. Yeah, I get a lot of these class action ones, snacks. I don't think I had one on Luckin. Hey, Potsy, what's up? Gareth, thoughts on CLVS? We were talking about that a minute ago. It's very much in play. Like to get a 250 dip. I don't know if it will, though.
APRN. IGC.
Hold on 1 second, guys. But yeah, this broke out of the daily pattern on Friday. Big time. Like, big time. And if you were watching it and you're experienced a little bit, you know that this is like an algo run. Just straight up. It wasn't on high volume. Like, it was 50K every 1 minute. Just tick, 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 tick. Higher. So it was all algo buying that sent it through on the pattern. They sold it off near midday, but ended up ramping it during power hour. So it's trading sideways right now. If you could get, down to this 250 support would be fantastic. But it might, hold 260. So anywhere 250 to 260 is probably a good, dip the toe in the water type entry. And then risk under like 245, 240. But today looks like one of those, blow off top type setup moves. I mean, it could pull back here. It could pull like a 3-bar. It may push up to here and sell off for the rest of the day. It may do nothing. It may trade sideways right here. You never know. But it's got the setup. 76 million volume on Friday. Is RMAT up on anything? I'm guessing not. Oh, it is. FDA 510K clearance for their catheter. Interesting. So that's our top, under $10 gainer right there. RBCN is over 10, it's $15. They had a tender offer for 45% of the company at $20 per share. So I don't really know exactly what that equates to, but it was $9 stock, so that's why it's up to begin with. Blue Apron is up this morning, just kind of ticking its way higher. It's been breaking on the daily. So Apron has some res. Where's that right now? So yeah, near 5. 525, 560-ish, and then the $6. Not sure exactly why it's been ramping. So turn around on the daily, I guess. Had some insider buys mid-June. That's all I really see. So Rev had that breakout through this level and had a beautiful candle that ended at lows. Okay, 8:30 news popping. I hear KRKR on the scanner, but I don't see news on it. Yeah, I don't see anything. No. Nothing at 8:30 I see that I like.
Omer. Karu.
What the heck was that? FIXX just had a PR. Never even heard of this stock before. Peer-reviewed publication of novel discovery. Blah, blah, blah. Low affinity for the liver. XPON just had a PR. New lithium power bundle available at Camping World. So this thing was pretty much at lows. That's why it's bounced so much on that PR. I like this playlist, Snacks. Yeah, I really like this one. Finally found one that doesn't have ads, and I actually like the music. And I've got Apple Music for free through Verizon, so I could just pull it up. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Not much going on this morning.
FSR, MDGS.
RMAD back up at 50 now. Thoughts on Rev, man? I think this looks interesting. Okay. Yeah. Daily still set up. We were talking about this one, I think, before you popped in. It broke this level and then ended up selling back below. So it's got some resistance near 570. But, I mean, if it can hold this level, it can push higher. Daily's looking pretty wild. And it could always, you know, pop negative news on their bankruptcy. But if you scalp it, it might be a good trade. Yeah, this music's pretty good this morning.
AEG.
And we crank the volume just a little bit, you know. Hopefully you guys can still hear me and I'm not like completely drowned out by the music.
AMTX. CNHI. SAN.
Oh man, we are slow today.
RBCN. Time.
Is this thing just gonna climb straight to 20 bucks? Super thin. Super, super thin. Just now crossed 500K volume. It's at 600K volume now.
RBCN. CS. GOGL.
But this was the news. Cash tender offer to acquire 45% interest at $20 per share. Whoops.
RBCN.
So that doesn't mean the whole company.
AAL.
What the heck does this mean? Upon completion of the tender offer, Rubicon will distribute cash in the amount of $11 per share.
AQN.
That's weird. AC, what up? Welcome in. How were the fireworks in Texas? Do people just, you know, go outside and shoot into the sky? Or is that too much stereotypical expectancy? Non-stop? Yeah, I would imagine so. I would imagine so. All night, oh my gosh. Yeah, it wasn't that bad here. I'm kind of glad it wasn't all night. I don't think I'd like that. You know, get it over with by midnight at least. Who the hell's pumping this in Premarket? Not interested in a push in Premarket, man. Come on. 20K bid prop. You know, I don't think I had a Dr. Pepper all day yesterday. To be perfectly honest with you. It was either water, high noon, or Sam Adams Summer Ale.
CHPT.
Why is this popping right now? Did you get an entry? The fact that I didn't have a Dr. Pepper yesterday.
ALL.
I had it in the cooler too. I had it in the cooler. Just did not sip on any Dr. Pepper yesterday. It's un-American, I know. I'm very sorry. I don't know.
DKNG.
Yeah, I need to go get one now that you guys are calling me out. I don't get that hydration factor that I'm getting out of this Powerade.
GDRX. TMF. Can.
I must not have drank enough water at all yesterday, because I can't not sip on that every 30 seconds, it feels like. But I don't have a headache, so that's cool. That's cool.
Omer. DTIL.
I figured I would have a headache just based on the no water alone factor. So yeah, CLVS is doing whatever it's doing. SPY may be trying to find a bottom here at support,
BVA.
377. My guess is it fell off because of global markets. Because it was way up till like 2 a.m. this morning.
CS.
RBCN. Wow. Didn't have one sip. I didn't have that much at all. But I think the issue was that I didn't, drink water specifically enough.
MNTS.
That's why I'm so thirsty. Because I was out in the sun pretty much all day. What'd you guys think about Joey Chestnut snapping the dude's neck off? That was pretty crazy, huh? Literally looked like a Steven Seagal movie. Just snapping the dude's neck and throwing him to the side. And he still won. Still won. So, true competitor. He was on crutches. He snapped the dude's neck and still won. So, there's a lot going on there.
TMK.
They didn't have the 6-pack of Powerade, so I had to buy the big one. So I'm going to bring in a mega Powerade. Yeah, I know. He was going to kill the guy. 100%. 100%. I'll be right back.
XPOX. Sophie. 4.
Just for you guys, I got a Dr. Pepper.
CLBS.
Gonna hydrate with Dr. Pepper, I guess. But I did get this mega honker Dr. Pepper, or Powerade as well. Brought it in here. So I'm gonna be fully hydrated this morning. Yeah, that Sam Adams was good, wasn't it, George? That was really good. Had like a little citrusy taste in the background. Yeah, that was wild. You know he's a true competitor when he freaking stops. Look at this. Look at this. So it's just, let me pull it up. Is it just the algos again going at it? That's not what we want to see, guys. So very, very low volume tap up this morning. Just walking it up with bids. The high from after hours Friday was 295. And we hit 294 so far. We were all over this. We knew it was going to be a top play today, but I didn't think it was going to be a top play at, 841.05 instead of at open. Just a, or 837, sorry, 836. Just a random slap. And then tap, 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 all the way to 295. They make it so hard to get these good setups now. They won't let them set up for too long. So you would have had to, just guess, like, okay, I'll buy here and then risk all the way down to 240, 250 just to get this move. Or chase volume, one of the two. And it wasn't even that much volume at all. This stick was like 10K. I saw where Dave Portnoy tweeted out that they refunded all of the over bets for his hot dogs because of the interference. Thought that was funny. They should, though. I mean, if somebody literally jumps on stage and slows you down, that bet should be completely voided out. Market's lulling me back to sleep. This music's the only thing keeping me awake right now. I didn't even see anything to pull up, man. Rev and CLVS is the only thing even moving. I was trying to play this thing on Thursday too, which is the annoying part. I missed the big move on Friday, but Thursday, I thought for sure it was going to be this candle on Thursday, and it would not go up through 2. And then Friday, it was just straight up. No entry, like you just had to Buy high, sell higher, hold on for dear life, and let it roll.
Stone.
So now they're making it look terrible. Making it look like resistance failed hard there, even though it was super low volume. Let me know if the music's too loud. Because in my headset, it's not too loud.
USAS. EPOL. UGP.
Mr. Owens, I'll go with the music looking fresh from the barber. It's been a couple weeks now. I gelled my hair a little bit this morning so it would stay up right here, because I hate in the mornings when it comes down and I have to brush out of my face every day. But I guess it does look like much more of a new cut when it's out of my face. But appreciate it. And no, we don't have any long goatee anymore. And I really don't miss it. I really don't. I think it's fine at this length. So we'll see what CLBS does from here. But they're just making it look so bad now. That's why I hate those type runs out of nowhere. No fuel behind it, and then all the selling at the top.
Dang. 4. F. EDZ.
SPY continuing to fall. So we were at the point on the daily. I should move that. I thought I already did.
BTNR.
That we had a chance to push through this or towards the top of this channel.
RMED.
But now it's looking like it's coming down again. It really needs to hold like 373, 372. Ideally 375. And if it could have another day where it opens low and hammers up to 380 again, or maybe through 380 again, I think we're going to test the top of this channel.
Sand.
So about 6 minutes to the 9 a.m. news. 36 minutes to the bell. Not much happening right now. We got a few things on watch. CLVS, Rev, EVFM, RBCN.
ICL.
Sega is still in play.
Pro. OCG. BKKT.
Apron still melting up. Really big program candle here today. See if that happens.
Peru. TTOL.
I'm still not really interested. Pierce, what's up, man? Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Welcome in this morning. It's a very slow morning, but we're here. Just chilling.
WIT.
So the 30-minute on CLVS pre-market taps actually came down and touched the 20. Maybe that's why it started to push up this morning. Got a couple tests of some support levels. The EMA supports at least.
GDXU.
Pulling back a little more now though, under 280.
BBVA.
They've got the 1 minute looking absolutely terrible now.
SNGU.
I'll be back in like 1 minute, guys.
BCS. Snap. Yang. Knock. AAL. Stem. EDZ. Omer. ABU. Time. Cody. GPS. SB.
Back just in time. MULN, little PR, eliminates 17.5 million in debt. SIDU, little PR too. SIDU celebrates the successful space qualification of their satellite orbital deployer. If you remember, that one ran like a month ago, I feel like. Wow, Jan has a new logo and website. Imagine that.
RDBX.
Okay, that's it.
Oh.
That's all I see there.
TALS. IMUX. PSNL. ICL. CS. LFC.
CLVS pulling back just a little bit more now. Still under 280. Rev. Pulling back.
AEG. Ryan.
So not much came out at 9 either. Mullins had a little PR, and you know that one likes to get going when it gets going. So that'll be a watch today. They're still in debt, but they reduced it significantly.
BB. EVGO. Four.
Not really getting much action off that at all, though.
CTG.
RBCM pushing back up a little. 1570.
DTRGA.
Now 1550 again, so they just sold right back on it. It is pushing higher though. There's a 5K bidder pushing it up. I was watching the level 2 on the other screen. Hey Jonathan, what's up, man?
San.
Good morning.
MTEK UGP.
Did you have a good weekend? Yeah, Rev's starting to look ugly now. CLVS still looking pretty ugly. But overall, it's in play still, absolutely. This move was worthless, though. I don't know who tried it. I don't know who pushed it. I don't know if it was literally shorts buying up on low volume so they could get a better average. I have no idea. But it looks much worse than it did if it would have just been sitting here.
LMSWAAL.
So that started to shove over 1550, now down to 15
U.
on RBCN.
HMY.
A little volume on MULN, not a whole lot, but a little volume. Needs through like 105.
RDFN, EDZ, KGC.
Bid side stronger than the ask right now on MULN, but that doesn't mean a whole lot because it can easily be stacked either way.
COS. NAT. GFI. USA. TTNB. USOI.
That's up testing 105. So it's going slow, it's mulling, it's heavy, but it's getting a little action based on the news earlier.
HL. RJA. O. Fail.
Everything is in slow motion this morning though. There it is, through 105, 106 now.
TLRY. Riot.
So I do not have high expectations at all for today. I'm going to take it very slow. If I get, one decent trade, I might be done. Just because, it's the day after a holiday. It's the day after a drinking holiday to where people might just take the whole day off because they feel terrible. It's summer too, so people might be on vacation. So, it is what it is. We'll take what's in front of us. If something runs great, fantastic. If nothing runs much at all, it's okay. It's okay. Just can't take big losses forcing things. That's for sure. Appreciate you guys being here with me. I know it's early on a day after the holiday, day after the long weekend, but we're here. You guys are ready. I'm ready. We're looking at what's moving currently. Not a whole lot to it, but there is a few things, a couple setups. We'll check out what's there. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate you guys constantly commenting, you know, good input on the stream. Helps me when there's questions, you know, so I can pull up charts or things that I'm not seeing. I can pull it up, you know, talk about it, chart it out for you guys. So really the top watches are going to be CLVS, Revlon, which that one's looking a little worse right now. Yeah, it's looking a little worse, but Revlon's still in play. CLVS, EVFM to hold 90. And I think that's about it. That's about it, right? I don't think we went over anything else. NRSN was green on the day, but now it's red again. So like no volume at all. So NRSN, crazy looking daily, but I mean, it's got range both sides, so.
ASTL.
Staying away from Apron. Apron, that could, yeah, that's one of the watches. I don't like how it's low volume melting up, though, without much volume behind it. But the daily was on a daily breakout level. So the fact that it's all the way up here already, it's big. But it might, you know, be blowing its low in pre-market and ended up selling off down the forward, especially with the market, because this has been one, at least in the past, it's ran with SPY. SPY trying to hold 376 now.
HMY. Tall. O. EDZ. Time. Bot. BBD.
Ref trying to pull this, you know, liquidity trap move to where it looks like it's knifing down but not making 1 cent lower. So
TMF.
see if that starts to curl back up. METK. MTEK, yeah, MTEK running. Why is that running?
LFC. PME.
They get 9 a.m. news. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, that didn't even pop up on my news scanner for some reason. MTech technology basically going to be on a spacecraft. Cool. Sweet.
MQ. SWN. GRTS EXK. JDST.
So it's similar to like SIDU's news from like a month ago. We were actually talking about that earlier because SIDU had news, but their tech is basically going to space. So that was my bad. I completely missed that. It wasn't on my feed.
SPC.
This relative volume's nice. It was just getting tapped up at first, but now it's going straight up. Daily resistance at 160, which is what it's at right now. And then 180. All-time high was like 350. This is a relatively new stock too.
CDEB.
Was it MTPK?
BCPL.
4 million float.
WTI.
It looks heavier than a 4 million float right here, but Finviz says it's 4 million float.
Momo. HL.
And it's obviously Israeli. That was on the that was in the PR.
BCS. Azul.
I didn't know that Israel was trying to go to space. Trade station said, okay, sweet. Thanks, JD. $4.11 million flow. Yeah, it looks heavier. Usually when you see a 4 million flow in the dollar range, like there's some gaps. There's not on every cent.
Mux. GOGL. NWG.
So maybe a retest of 150 will be the entry. If first pullback doesn't mean complete death.
DNMR. PBR. TIGO.
That looked like the entry maybe. They flushed it down, brought some bidders back in.
OILD.
Still not crazy volume though.
KGC.
Try a quick scalp on it here. It's like 2 cents. Looks like it's curling back up. The rest 154.
Mail.
They're selling. Is that filling at 156? Yeah, they put in a bid right when it hit 154. When I was getting ready to sell, like at my max pain. It wasn't really big, but my risk level, they put in a bid at 156, and that's where it ended up selling me. So took a 1 cent loss. Oh well. So it's still struggling with this level. Volume's dying off. Lower and lower and lower on the 1 minute. Scalps just aren't what they used to be. Nothing moves with
BBVA.
violence anymore.
TMF.
It's all fake out moves. When it looks good, it fails. When it looks bad, it rips. I'm digging this music today. I'm feeling it. So logically, it looks like it's going to go to high of day here. Will it?
ITUV.
Yep.
RTEK.
Sure did. I definitely didn't trust it. But it came down to I guess I should have risked in my head 153. Because as soon as it hit 154, they hammered it back up.
BBD.
RBCN 13D 27%. Isn't that what just had the tender offer thing? Yeah, it's not getting any action on that though. So yeah, now we're pushing up with higher volume on MTEK. But like I've told you guys tons of times, my risk tolerance in this market is so tiny because the opposite side of the trade could absolutely destroy you in this market. So you saw I risked like 2-3 cents in my head, especially pre-market. Because pre-market they're thinner, but now it's ripping. It's going highs. I should have known whenever they hit 154 and it was immediately back to 156 that was my my time, I guess, to re-enter. All right, I'm gonna go feed the dogs real quick before open. We got about 7.5 minutes till open. I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes.
AUY. CDEV. Not. EDZ. DILD. RID. USOI. PK. TRMR. IRCH. GFI. FUBO. CNET. SB. AEVA. BCBY.
All right. So M Tech still up above the 9 and the 1. Rev held this multi-bottom here, 535, now pushing back above VWAP. So Rev still in play. CLVS hanging around. So I'd say CLVS top watch, probably then M Tech, then Rev, and then back burners be Mullin and Apron, APRN.
Inning.
Still trying to pull it back here though. CLVS. Maybe it'll give a dip and rip opportunity.
Vale. VHIL. Azul. CLSK.
4 seconds, guys.
WTI. SID. TTOL. NWG. Mugs. IMT. Time. EVCM. CLLS. Omer. MTEK. EOSE. PTEN. Tall. TME. HYLU. SUZ. CDEV. HBM. GPRO. USOI.
All right. Okay. So we're just about to open now. 1 more minute.
Oran. PBR. NNDM. EPOL. YPF. UEC. WIT. FTFT. PSP. GFI.
All right. So this RBCM play still hanging around like above 15. That could still push. into open. MULN still at 103, 104.
EIGR.
CLBS, they're actually pulling back into open, so we'll see what happens there. Rev looking a little bit stronger into open.
AG. DLBN. FTCH. RAD. COS.
There we go. Switch over my scanners.
GD. PXLW. PLTR. SEWP. Peru. GDXUK. BBGIMRKR. PRPHD. TTNP. TEK. IBTA. OCFT. West Northwest. Time.
EVFM to hold 90.
BBGI. SRTS.
Mullins got a good push in the open. 106.
APRN. EVAS. PSHG.
So we'll see if this goes 260, 250 level.
MHS. SMO.
RBCN showing a little selling pressure down to 1510.
Yang. OMQS. RMED.
Everything nice and slow so far.
MTEK. CNET.
Okay, already hammering up on CLBS.
PZG. MTEK.
Sitting on that 30-minute 20.
BAS.
Rev, big red here. EVFM holding 90.
WDs. RMED. PGEN. JCNF.
Okay, RBCN under 15 now.
GDXD. UXIN.
Now my other dog's ready to come in. Hold on.
COSM. CNET. MTEK.
Okay, I'm gonna put CLBS down here and go look at MTech, which is straight up. Wow. So no pullback at all on MTech at the gate. It bounced right off the 9 on the 1 zone and just pushed straight up to 2. Okay, I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit so I can hear the scanner now.
SYNL. YSG. DRTS. MTEK.
So MTech, this is the 1 minute, but it's getting some hammers off the 180 level.
LMNL.
I don't know if it's gonna make the push or not.
ISDR. HTA. CELZ. RMED.
Come on, push up. So I'm risking
IPW.
actually 180. Yeah, 184.
NBY.
Let's see this push back up to 190. Got a high day.
CM.
Wow, RBCN had a nice push there too. So 190. Come on, don't wick. 92. Got a $2.
BSKYWDP.
Well,
MTEK. OILD.
man. No such thing as a breakout. I'm playing with that mentality right now. So I got the rest stop for even. It's going to try. If it doesn't go right here, it's going to pull back. I guess it can still trade sideways on this 1 minute candle, but the next 1 minute candle's got to go up or down. Just based on the pattern, you can see it tightening, tightening, tightening. It just got my stop without even touching it. Gotta love it. Okay, this next candle is the determining factor. Either up to 2 tests or down.
GDXD, MTEK, SCO, RBCN. Dust.
Why is my candle not flipping over? Or did it already flip over? What the hell? That flipped over with like 20 seconds to go. Yeah, oil is finally dying. Okay, this candle went red. So it either had to go there or pull back, and it's pulling back. Still seems way too loud. Sorry.
SKYA.
God, it's so hard to move.
MTEK, TIOX, MTEK.
Oh my God. Okay, so CLVS looking really ugly. EVFM looking really ugly. SPY looking pretty ugly. 374 bounce maybe. RBCN trying for 1550 break. Broke through and then a huge refresh ass came.
CPHC. FPAY. MTEK. EDU.
Okay, through 1550 to 1560. Still big time struggle bus. Can't do it.
SISI.
So SPY, if you're playing options, SPY is near a bounce zone. At least short-term bounce zone.
Count. RMED. RMED.
It might do the flush through and then hold level. But down 2% almost immediately. I mean, it's 939. We're already down 2% on SPY. Just another day in the market, I guess.
EFU. SCO. PGEN. RWM. Sequel.
Okay, so down to 374. Through 374.
LYT.
What does that make the daily look like? Not pure death yet, but it's looking pretty ugly.
RMED.
Sorry if you guys heard that. My neck just cracked so big. Armed. Big hammer there off the 50.
LMNL. Count.
This will tell us if pennies are still in play, whether or not this gets going today. Still think SPY's going to bounce 374 a little bit.
MTEK.
But if it shreds through this, we are screwed today. This is going to be a really ugly SPY day. Because this is the level it really needs to bounce from, closing at 382. Yeah, you want to see a green stick here. Okay, a little bit of a green stick.
RMED. CDTM. MTEK. DBGI. CDTX.
Not much today, guys. CLVS, their top watch, is looking horrendous.
CELZ.
It is down to the support level, though. I mean, this might be the entry coming up.
MTEK.
Level 2 is kind of thin. The ass side's very heavy.
KABL. Caro.
Oh, that might have been the perfect entry. 254 or 255, 256.
PGEN.
Yeah. Oh, EVFM did survive, Lance. So EVFM went under 90, but now it's back up to 94. That's big.
TALS.
I think I missed my perfect entry on CLVS over here. Mullins still holding up. It's at 103, 104.
SGM.
Yeah, CLVS back above 260 now.
MTEK.
EVFM bid side's very thin, ass side's pretty big, but it could still get the volume and push it through.
Count.
I've taken a couple small trades on NVIDIA, but nothing crazy.
DRTS.
SPY may not hold this zone.
SCPS. RMED.
So, yeah, EVFM holding it. Looks okay. There's the SPY bounce. Show us some strength, SPY. There's a 50-cent move.
MTEK. MTEK.
Okay, bid side's a little bit stronger now on EVFM. Still, I mean, if you missed 88, it's up, 8 cents from there now. It's 8% higher in just a second. Why is DRTS up today? MTech still screwing around the same level. It's over VWAP. Flagging. Looks like it's going higher, which is absolutely terrifying in 2022. Yeah, this used to be bread and butter. Hammer the ask right here. This is going to 2 no matter what. But now this is going to go to 195 and then 180 in 2 seconds type setup. We'll see. I'm not testing the waters on the breakout. That's for sure. So CLVS pulling back a little bit. It may get that 250 test first. $196.
RMED. MTEK. LYT. CNET.
Holding up better than I thought it would. Still, not anything A++ setup going on. SPY trying to hold this 374 level. That was big. That's where I said I wanted it to hold, and it's holding so far. Big bounce on NVIDIA. I had NVIDIA cheat. Had it 141.08, so like pretty much the bottom. I'm surprised at the strength right here. So this is what stocks used to do. We still haven't broken through 2, but any options, guys? Pick up 374 down there. That looked like the spot. Big greenie off of it so far.
BBI, KMF, LYT.
I took my eyes off CLVS for just a second.
RMED, MTEK.
Still not 100% convinced this is going to break through, but it did make the push up to 199. CLVS on the 200, trying to curl a little bit. I missed the perfect entry down there, 255. I'd have probably had to buy on the ass 256, but still. EVFM, Lance. 96 cents. Every time it drops into the 80s, they buy it up. So solid hammer there, now pushing up to 96.
RMED. MTEK.
There's a dollar bounce on SPY.
LYT.
But you guys saw what I was looking at there. I mean, I didn't just come up with a random number. You can see it right here. Solid move there. And I feel like the moves are better when it breaks below. When it looks like it's going to fail. SPY does that all the time. Breaks below by like 15, 20 cents and then goes.
YSG.
So solid bounce SPY. So we're not off a cliff anymore. CLVS. Just hanging out. See what the 30 looks like now. 30's looking bad now. Longer time frame looking a little worse.
RMED.
So is the 15. But the shorter term looks okay. Dirt's still going. Just got halted up and then open. Oh my gosh. So this is just getting shoved by somebody. MTech.
IPA.
As expected. Breakouts don't happen anymore. So they got it up to 199. Traded sideways for 2 candles. All the way down to 175. 2022 in a nutshell.
RMEX.
You guys see anything else? Chat?
MTEK.
CLVS, I'm starting to think it might go below here. Just looking at the longer time frames. Like, that does not look good. Yes, it's coming down to like a 30-minute support level, but that does not look good. This looked good. This looked good. But this does not look good. Kern, K-E-R-N. 15 cents, 30 million float. Yeah, that's a weed one from back in the day. I heard it hitting the scanner a couple times too. Looks like it recently gapped down, so it might have just had an offering. Maybe that's why it's cheap. Yeah, they had an offering like just a couple days ago.
RMED.
Right on cue. Keep an eye on AFib. Yeah, I just saw that on the old Twitter. But the daily looks okay on it. If they can get above 1 and get to pushing. It kind of feels like a trade in this range day and then maybe tomorrow break out. But yeah, Kern went, Lance. Or it's going, at least. The offering was pretty small, 10 million.
SRGA.
Be right back, guys.
BPRN J. LYT LYTD DLNGA Read DRTS West Northwest TMQ FRLN MTEK AGMH WBEV KSPN DFFN NYYD MUZ CNET.
All right, we got about 6 minutes left on the stream. Surely something will pop up, but I'm going to guess no. So Kern, it's one of those on TradeStation that only trades 1 cent or the other, so the chart looks super weird. MTech, I mean, it could hold the 9 on the 5 here and push higher, but I think it really kind of had it to move and then leg down. CLVS holding on by a thread. What else was it? Where'd Apron go?
RMED.
So apron curling from the 200 on the 5. Rev, did that full die? No, it didn't full die. It's pulling some trap bottoms here. So Rev being trappy on the bottom end. Watch for a push up here. If it holds 520-ish, that's where it keeps getting bought up at. The XBI is showing strength. The biotech, yeah. Give us a theme. Let bios run. Let something run. For goodness sakes. Dirk's still pushing up near 11 now. That is a biotech, I guess.
LNFA plus. HNNA.
LYT, I forgot about that one. That one's up today.
SPXU.
That's one of those that could easily knife down in a heartbeat, though. So just be careful with LYT.
MTEK, Dine. FRLN.
Okay, CLVS down to 250 right now. Not looking too healthy.
DRTT.
So our top watch literally went straight down at the open and never looked back.
DRTS. RMED.
MTech still holding this level. 175.
MTEK.
Chop, chop, chop. You're right. More chop today. Story of our lives. A little bit of chop. It's like the Wolf of Wall Street. Just going to be a little bit of chop. And then they go out and have to get rescued by the Coast Guard. ENSC, some volume. I expected today to be pretty slow, though. You know, everybody's maybe extending their 3-day weekend or not wanting to get up this morning, taking the day off. I think tomorrow will pick up a little bit more than today. Last bottom line I'm looking for on CLVS is 245. Right here. But it is looking pretty fugly at the moment. Looks like it's trying to form the 3-bar on the daily instead of continuation. But I do appreciate everybody that showed up today. I mean, we got over 100 different people that came in. I said bring in 50 at a time, but I picked the wrong day for that because people are just taking the day off or doing whatever. Couple things, you know, the market's trying its best to hold 374. Want to see if CLVS can hold 245. MTech 170 to 175 needs to hold for this to push any higher. Under 170, I think this is done. RMAD keeps tapping the scanner. It had an FDA 510K clearance this morning. It could still push up. It could still push through 50 and on. DRTS is a super low flow. It halted this morning, but not really interested in it. LYT is a runner from recently. Not really interested in that either. AFIB, watch that over 1 today. So if it can get through 1, it looks okay. But that's about it for me. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the likes, the comments, the subs. Appreciate everything. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning, 8 a.m.
RMED.